YouTube, Kurt Curtis. It is Monday morning. I have 16 eBay orders to pack up and ship out today. Some of the items are at the storage unit. We'll get to those in a minute. Let's go over everything that sold. First up, sold this Flair 94 Marvel card Spider-Man. That was a good one. Sold for $7.59. Not too bad for one card. Next up, I sold one of these vintage collection Hot Wheels, the Lime version. This one sold for $14.99. Next up, sold a DVD, Anything Goes. This is pre-owned, sold for $9.49. Sold one of these Ultra Hots Hot Wheels Volkswagen cars. This one ended up selling for $14.99. Pretty good DVD sale here, Silent Youth. This is sealed, ended up selling for $29.99. And pretty good book sale here, this vintage paperback book. This ended up selling for $19.99. I forgot if I got that from a thrift store for 30 cents or from this like huge box of books I picked up at a garage sale. Either way, I have like less than 50 cents into that book. So pretty good sale there. Sold a football card. All the football cards here didn't even make it to the storage unit. They sold before they got there. The Shaun Wade card ended up selling for $2.19. Sold another Flair 94 Marvel card, Spider-Man 2099. That's a cool looking one. That one sold for $2.99. Next up, I sold this NWO Kevin Nash Nitro Street Rods car. This is just mine from back in the day when I was a kid. I just held on to it, but I decided to sell it. This ended up selling for $28.49. Next up, I had one person pick up two of these red, white, and blue football cards. This AJ Brown sold for $2.49, and this Debo Samuel sold for $1.99. The person's total was $4.48. And then I also sold another football card, Mac Jones Crusade Prism, that sold for $2.49. All right, I am at the storage unit. I listed a big old stack of football cards recently, so I got to inventory these in a minute. I do have some more orders to pull here, though. I already pulled the cards, so I don't have to dig through the bins while you guys watch that. First up, sold this Tom Brady card, Hot Stars, that ended up selling for $2.49. Next up, I sold this Kurt Warner Unbreakable, that sold for $1.99. Sold this Marvel 94 card, Blade, that sold for $1.99. And then last up, I sold a 64 game, this Mischief Makers, and this actually ended up selling for $49.99, so not too bad at all. It is Wednesday morning. I actually only have 6 items to pack up and ship out today that sold on eBay, so pretty slow day here, and unfortunately one of those items is at the storage unit, so I have to make my way over there just to pick up the one item. But let's go over everything that sold. First up, I sold a Flesh and Blood card. This is the foil, but a common rarity, and that ended up selling for $5.99, so that's not too bad. Pretty happy with that. Next up, I sold this Refreshment Cd. This is brand new sealed, sold for $16.99. I think this is the 3rd week in a row I've sold the CD, and I still have more copies left to list. So, yeah, that was just a really good pickup on those CDs. I'm happy with that. Next up, I sold a Flair 94 card, Sharik, that sold for $2.99. Sold a DVD, Yanni Live, the concert event. This is brand new sealed. Had this for a while, but still sold for $18.89. This was actually part of the 1,000 DVD haul that I bought when I picked up 1,000 DVDs. Like, this was from that. Still had it, but sold for some good money, so I will take it. And then last up, I sold just this disc 1 from collection 6 of Mythbusters. I think what happened here is I bought this Mythbusters DVD, and I didn't check to see if all the discs were in there. And, you know, that's my mistake. You always got to check when you're buying DVDs or video games at garage sales. You got to check inside and make sure the discs are all there. I think that's what happened in this case, and that's why I just listed this one. The set did have some value, so since I still had the one disc, I decided to list it. I've had this thing listed forever, though. Finally sold for $8.99. I will take it. I am at the storage unit. Had to come all the way over here. Well, actually, it's only like a 10-minute drive, but still, it was just kind of a pain just to pick up this one card that sold for $1.99, this Zach Wilson card. It is Friday morning. I have 11 items going out today. I'll make my way to the storage unit in a bit, but for now, let's go over everything that I have here. First up, I sold this Youth Toddler Nirvana t-shirt. This ended up selling for $9.99. My girlfriend gave this to me to sell. I don't really remember where she got it, but something like this you can find all day at garage sales for like 25 cents, 50 cents. Next up, I sold a Marvel card, Thor vs. Loki. That ended up selling for $1.89. Next up, I sold a CD, Roger Klein and the Peacemaker CD. I don't know why all these CDs are selling all of a sudden, but I've been selling a lot of these lately. I think I sold a copy of this last week too. This sold for $16.99. I have more copies of this available, so yeah, pretty happy with that. Next up, I sold one of these vintage Pepsi glasses. This is Aquaman. These are really cool looking. This ended up selling for $19.99. I bought a whole bunch of these at the garage sale. I had about $1.66 a piece into each glass. So yeah, those are really cool though. I haven't sold one of those in a while. Glad to see one sell though. I might actually have another one of those Aquaman ones. Sold some DVDs. She's So Lovely, that is sealed, sold for $13.15. The Unspoken Truth, that is also sealed, sold for $12.99. Next up, I sold a vintage textbook. I actually picked up a bunch of these at the thrift store for 30 cents a piece. I decided not to lot them up and just put them individually because there just wasn't really many available, and this one sold for $24.99, so I will take it. I have like other versions of this available in my store right now too, so solid sale there. Next up, I sold a belt buckle, this F14 Tomcat. It actually has some wear and everything too, but didn't matter. This sold for $19.99. I got a big lot of belt buckles, actually at the same garage sale that I picked up these glasses, and yeah, I have about 90 cents a piece into these, so not too bad. Let's see, sold this Micro Brawlers Lex Luger that I just got from the Pro Wrestling Crate. This sold for $19.99. So even after fees and shipping and everything, this pays for like a huge chunk of the cost of that Pro Wrestling Crate box just by selling this one figure off. So yeah, not too bad at all. And then I also sold a DVD, 4 Film Favorites Critters Collection, has Critters 1 through 4 in here. This is sealed, sold for $12.99. All right, I'm at the storage unit. I only have one item to pull, which kind of sucks, but I did bring a bunch of stuff I need to inventory. I listed some DVDs and basically the Pro Wrestling Crate stuff that I wasn't going to keep, and a stack of basketball cards. Finally started listing the basketball cards. So I'll have to inventory that stuff in a second, but the only thing that sold that I have here is this football card Ian book, sold for $1.99. Seriously, just as I was recording the end of the last clip, you just saw another sale came through, which is another card that I have here, so I'm just going to grab this while I'm here. Good timing for this person. Jordan Love rookie card. This ended up selling for $2.99. It is time for the numbers for the week. This week I had a total gross sales of $407.92. After fees and shipping and all that, my net was $260.72. So this obviously isn't that great of a week, but I mean, to be completely honest, guys, I kind of haven't been working on eBay like I thought I would be. After attempting to do it full time for 4 months, it honestly like burnt me out like a lot. And I still list stuff, but I don't list like as much as I should or that I want to. I do have basically like full-time hours to work on eBay because I don't go to work till like later in the afternoon, but I'm just like mentally and physically drained from like actually working again, like a real job. And also just from being burnt out for doing it for like 4 months. But it is what it is. I will get out of this slump eventually. I am still getting listings up, which is good. I'm not just like completely ignoring it, but like if I get like 5 listings up a day, like I consider that pretty good for what I'm doing right now, when before like 20 listings a day would have been good. But yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. That's kind of why those numbers are like that. Also, eBay is just slow. I'm sure things will pick up soon, and I will get out of this funk eventually, but I am still listing stuff. Also, there's a couple things I want to talk about. There has been some shipping increases that affect me. Well, they affect everyone, but especially me. Media Mail has increased their prices. Actually, I think it goes live August 29th, which is like a couple days from now. But yeah, so basically it's going up like a lot. So obviously if you're, selling like book lots or something, like big old book lots, heavy boxes of books and stuff, like Media Mail is still going to be like super cheap, even though the prices are going up. But for stuff under a pound, Media Mail would usually cost $2.89, and it's going to go up to $3.19. But so if you have like a DVD that ships like in the less than 4 ounce, like the 4 ounce rate, in some cases, depending on where it's going in the country, it's actually going to be cheaper now to ship first class than Media Mail. Like if you're shipping from New York to California, that's obviously not going to be the case. But if you're shipping to like a zone that's close to you and your Media Mail item, probably a DVD, is less than 4 ounces, first class shipping is probably going to be cheaper, or in some cases will be. So that kind of sucks because I sell a lot of DVDs and stuff and a lot of media items. But I don't know, it is what it is. Can't really do anything about it. It's still pretty cheap, just in the long run. But yeah, that kind of sucks. But I don't know, it is what it is. Shipping prices always go up every year. Kind of come to expect that. And yeah, but just letting you guys know, just in case you didn't know. Also, eBay standard envelope prices have gone up, and they've already gone up. The cards that I just shipped have gone up.
And I knew the price of eBay standard envelope was going to go up, but I wasn't expecting it to happen this quickly. It's going up 2 cents. So with eBay standard envelope, you can ship 1, 2, and 3 ounce, envelopes. I've never shipped anything more than 1 ounce. Like even if I fit a couple cards, if someone buys like 2, 3, 4 cards, it always still weighs less than an ounce. So I've never shipped anything in the 2 ounce or 3 ounce tier. So for me, it's always been like 51 cents. But yeah, it's going up to 53 cents. The 2 ounce rate is going up to 73 cents. And the 3 ounce rate is going to 93 cents. So it's not a lot. It's only 2 cents. But like if you're selling $5 to $10 cards, it's not a big deal. But when you sell like the $1.99 cards, like every penny matters there. And if you can save a penny here or there by getting free envelopes or whatever, it makes a big deal. So 2 cents in that case is actually kind of like not a big deal, but it does matter and it is something to consider. However, 53 cents is still less than a stamp, and it comes with tracking, so it's still like a great deal, and I'm still like grateful that the service exists. But just throwing that out there too. So yeah, media mail and eBay standard envelope prices have increased. I think that's all for this week. Link to my eBay store is in the video description. Stack dividends, sweep floors. Until next time.
Follow, sell high, I'll pick up anything that catches my eye. Pay 50 cents with a little bit of luck, put it on eBay for 50 bucks. At that price, you can't go wrong. It's a whole box of Pokemon. The first edition charts are in there. She asked me if $5 for the box is fair. Hell yeah, I'll scoop that up. You mind if I back up my truck? Gonna buy a box of video games too, and all the bull shirts from 92. How much are the shirts? 50 cents? Yeah, I'll take the whole lot of them. Oh, you say you got more inside? Yeah, I can wait, I have all the time.